Hi, everyone, and welcome to tonight's session. This is going to be an open, fluid Q&A session on contests above club level. So we're looking at area, division, and district level contests. And I will just say a little bit about the overview of what's happening this year. As you know, there have been many changes this year in the speech contests that we're doing, and we're happy to answer. I have with me our Chief Judge of Ireland, Peter McAuley, who will keep me right with all the rules and regulations of speech contests. So first of all, yes, I'm Liz Welch. I am the chair for the district conference contest team, which, as I said, we have Peter McAuley from Ireland and Bob Ferguson, who is our UK-based Chief Judge. As we go through the evening, we do really want you to ask us what your questions are so that we can answer you. But just to give you an overview, I'm sure you're well aware now that the change in the contests are that, first of all, the one that we're doing right now is the online speech contest which will be held from now at club level and going through to area through to October. Division, we've asked for to finish by the 9th of November and will actually end on the 29th of November, a Saturday, the 29th of November. So that's the online speech contest, which will finish this year. And then the other three contests as we move forward will be the international, which is an absolute one that is pivotal. That one, it never ever changes. And the other two that were voted in by the deck were the topics and evaluation. Those contests can take place at any time within the club level. They can do them one at a time, two at a time, three all at once. But when we get to area, then all three contests will be held at area level between perhaps February and March, and that is in person. And that the division contests in April, we've asked directors to try and finish there and complete their division level contest by April the 12th. And then, of course, will be held at our district conference in Ireland between May the 9th and 11th. So there are contests. So right now we're obviously running the online speech contest, followed by the three in-person contests, evaluation, topics, and of course, the well-coveted international contest. I will leave it at that for now and just hand over to Peter if Peter has some opening remarks here, and then we'll open the floor up to Q&As and anything you wish to ask. No questions or some people say this is a silly question. Well, I'm sorry, no questions are silly. We will answer all. So Peter, over to you, sir. Do you have anything you would like to add?
Thanks very much, Liz. Just a couple of questions which I've been asked over the last couple of weeks is, number one, there's no qualification in terms of levels for somebody to enter the contest. So unlike the international speech contest where you have to have completed level 2, you can have a brand new member, once they're a member of a Toastmasters club, enter this contest. At club level, there's no necessity to hold a contest. A lot of clubs aren't doing hybrid. There are many hybrid clubs, so some aren't doing hybrid, some don't want to do it. But if you're a member of a club, or if you're an area director, if you're president of a club, give the opportunity of your members to be nominated to the area contest. There are many younger members who do so much on Zoom these days that they want to improve their presentation on Zoom, and a contest can give them great opportunities there. Other than that, if you're holding an area contest, look for somebody who held contests during COVID times. They'll have the same experience. It's effectively running the contest the same way. In some cases, if areas only have 2 or 3 contestants, you could join up with an area. I have run 3 area contests on a single day before, and you can use the same judges for that as well. So you can do some shortcuts like that. It is the first year of running an online contest. It could change next year. The humorous contest could come back, and then the following year we could be back with online, but that's up to the deck next year. But besides that, I would say, yeah, try and find somebody. If you're looking for an area contest, a contest chair and chief judge, find people who did contest organization during the COVID times, and they'll run effectively the same way as they did back then. But yeah, it's generally, I think it's just the questions to the floor. So if anyone has questions, just throw them out there and we'll try and answer as best as we can.
So if anyone has any questions, either in the chat or just put your hand up. Okay, Gina, sorry, I see your hand's raised.
Thanks. Mine's really around the rules around being in one contest and then being an official in another contest, because I know there's been some disqualifications taken place. So I just wanted to, in my understanding, if it's the online contest, if anybody's taking place in another online contest, they can't act as a judge, but they can act as a contest chair or a counter.
That's correct. So if you are a contestant, if you've won your club online speech contest or the internet, it applies to all contests, online, the evaluation, the topics, and the international that we're running this year. If you are a contestant and you win your club level and you're through to your area, then you cannot judge at another area contest. However, you can pick up a role, as you say, Gina, as a contest chair, timer. Well, you could be contest chair, timer, counter, whatever. You just cannot judge.
And can't you judge in another club either?
No, if you've already through, no, you cannot go to another club and judge.
But if you haven't taken part yet.
If you haven't taken part yet, then yes, I believe that's correct, Peter. If they haven't taken part yet.
So in turn, now you have to understand every single contest is independent of each other. So you can be a judge at international contests, evaluation contests, and topics contests, and you can be a participant in the online contest. It makes every contest is totally independent. However, if you are a judge at, say, your neighboring club, they have had an official contest, you are disqualified for being a contestant in that same contest.
Right.
So you may not.
Judges, but
it's just judges and chief judge.
The other roles.
You can be the other roles. Now we always say at club level, if you don't call it a contest, there's no issues. Most people have nomination nights or speech nights. I've advised clubs, don't call it a contest. It makes it a lot more easier for the clubs.
Yes,
it's less sort of palaver about it, So yeah, call it a speech night or a nomination night, and then you have no issues whatsoever. I ran one last Monday for Toastmasters for golf. We had everybody vote, including the contestants. So
I've done that.
We had 16 people votes. We had 6 contestants, so 6 contestants voted. 3 of them voted for themselves, but 3 didn't vote for themselves.
So can we then do that for the actual for the international speech as well?
For a club level, there's no restrictions once you don't use the word contest in the title.
But once the person has been nominated through to the next level, then they should not judge in the same contest.
Right.
So whether it's a speakathon or a best speaker,
because they're now part of the official contest.
Well, once they come into area level, if you run a speakathon or you run a normal meeting and you vote the best speaker through, once they're sitting at area level as a contestant for whichever, they cannot judge in the same contest type.
Yes, because once you've nominated, they are effectively then in official contest mode.
Once they're through, they win, and then say, I've just won my international club speech contest. I can't judge at this division, and so forth. So
that makes sense.
Thank you.
And for the online, for the online judges, do they have to be at level 2?
Yes. All
Sorry for
area level, yes.
yeah.
So we need, our judges need to be at level 2.
Absolutely. Level 2, the chief judge, tiebreaker judge, and all your judges must be level 2 pathway. 6 CCs or a DTM of from the legacy
But
side.
contest chair and the other roles are
No,
okay.
no, nothing. They just have to be a member of the club. And this is area level. At club level, whatever. We don't worry about that. Because it's a learning environment for you guys. So we encourage people to do the role at club level, but when we get to area, there must be at least a level 2 pathway, for sure.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Gina. Dina, I see you have your hand up. Hi.
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 I wrote the question in the chat, but then I finished my dinner, so I can show myself to you. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a club that is corporation orientated, and it was launched last year, so we didn't focus in doing any competition. We just brought the club up. Now we have good candidates to participate, but the club is a bit odd in terms of relationship with Toastmasters International. We are called UK and I, so we cover UK and Ireland, and we do hybrid. People from the UK go to a room in the UK, people from the Ireland go to a room in Ireland, and then we join that way, or everyone joins online. They are willing to participate in competition and contests, but I am here really to ask you, could we, being aligned with the Region 7, District 44, Division F, still coming person to those contests in UK and or Ireland?
You're in a different
district.
You're in a different district. You're not in District 71.
Yeah, so you'd need
would
to
have to participate in, can do it, but in District, what did you say?
44.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
But
need
they are
to,
in the US.
yes, you need to align with District 44.
Yeah.
And align with their protocols on their contests. I mean, in essence, we're the same across the world. It's the same guidelines, the same law, because we're all coming down from Toastmasters International. But the dates of your contests and whether they're running the online one as well, it will be down to your district.
So
there.
it's not possible that our folks in Ireland and UK would join this district.
No, unless they joined a separate club. So the idea there, ideally, you should be looking at joining District 71 if the club is based. But it's obviously a corporate club, and the head corporate club is attached to District 44. But if you're based UK and Ireland, I mean, I'm in an online club that's a world golf one, so we Canada, Germany, UK, Ireland. But we're aligned to District 91, District 71. So I think what you need to do is look and see, can you be moved into District 71? And then you would be under the auspices of District 71.
Yeah, what I heard is that it's possible, but I need to wait now until the next year to be able to do so.
Yeah.
Well, you can, why would you, so you're in District...
It's 44, but they're based in UK and Ireland. The club itself, the members are based in UK and Ireland, so ideally they should look to transfer at some stage again for next year into District 71, and then you'd be able to enter all the UK and Ireland contests. So District 44, where is that? US?
It's in Georgia, Atlanta.
All right.
Georgia.
Is where the company headquarters is.
Yeah. Yeah, so the company has sort of said, oh, you're in their district, but ideally,
we actually reused the club that was inactive already in the division. That's why it became...
I think you need to obviously check with your clubs, your members, where they want to sit as well, and get that consensus where they want to sit, whether they want to remain in Region 7 or move to Region 10, District 71. So that's all conversation with your club.
Yeah, they definitely want. And I tried to do it at the very beginning of this year, but I got the response from District 71 that this can happen, but when it's switching years.
Yeah, it'll be
Right,
next
yeah.
on the realignment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Thank you so much, Dina, for that.
Thank you.
And good luck in District 44.
Yeah. I mean, one option what I think I saw another club do is they actually closed the club and reopened as a brand new club in a different district. So just a new charter.
Yeah. Thank you. Eva, I see that you have put a question in the chat, and it is there a date for our area online competition? Which area are you in?
7.
Area 7 at Ireland?
Yes, yeah.
I'm
Not sure.
I-
Areas.
anything on area 7 there yet, Peter? We did get some
I-
through, Eva,
yeah.
but I recall area 7 putting their date in. The only thing is to contact your area director. And
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
perfect.
no
Yeah.
worries.
Because the area
Yeah.
director should at this stage have let all
Yeah.
the all the people know. I'm just looking,
Mhm.
area 7 hasn't come up.
It's Peter. It's Peter.
It
yeah.
is, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Peter,
Oh,
Kieran.
I'll connect in with them and I'll find the date. Yeah.
Yeah, just if you connect and get the date off him, that would be good.
Thanks.
And then there's another question here from is it Jitendra Kumar?
Jitendra.
Is there a template for the area online speech contest agenda which can be shared? The agenda for any speech contest will be held by the person running it, basically. But can I ask you, is there something specific that, where are you? Are you around?
Thank you. Hi, I was just looking for an agenda which we can just follow a template for our area contests.
Okay. Are you saying for just to run the online contest?
Yes.
Like an overview?
Just to follow, yes.
Yeah. All right then. I've done a draft one. It hasn't been approved by the team yet, but I'm happy to share that at this moment in time. So I will, let me just jot your name down. Jitendra Kumar.
Thank
Right.
you.
I'll email you
one more-
something. I'll email you after the meeting or tomorrow morning. I have a draft outline to run the contest, and also it's
Yes.
very much like the humorous or the international speech contest outline, where you would, how you introduce the speaker and everything. So that is something that can go out.
So a few people are looking for that. So you probably, I'd say you also probably.
If everyone's got my email, just email and you can have a copy.
I'd say what we should do, because it is new to quite. I mean, if you consider, the last online contest was really about 3 years ago, so some people would be quite new to this. I would look at doing a contest chairs script, which I have, and also an agenda. Just to give a sample. The agendas are usually fairly simple. You're never announcing you can also announce who the chief judge is, but you're never putting the names of the actual judges on anything. So as now people will see them in the room, but the judges usually, we'd also say you also keep the cameras on all the time, let people, because if they're in a regular Zoom meeting, they're going to have the cameras on and they'll have the interruptions that you may normally get in Zoom. But there is a contest share script that is effectively useful for most contests. It doesn't, I mean, the online contest, all you're doing, you're running it online rather than physically inside a room. So you're looking at a little dot on your screen or a light rather than looking at the audience.
Thank you, Peter. Mish, yes, for sure. Go ahead.
Right. Hi, everybody. Sorry to step on your toes. I've been running online contests for 5 years at least, all contests. And I had a meeting with somebody from Scotland. We had a really good breakout session, all things I look for personally. And I've got those files of what he made. Would that be useful to share in the chat?
Yep,
it's just literally
Thank you.
brainstorming things I want. For example, do you have the cameras on? Do you have the cameras off?
Cameras on, cameras off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all personal.
Brilliant.
Who's the admin in the Zoom room?
Yes.
How many breakout rooms do you open? Not just 1, 3.
Yeah.
Because for emergencies. So we have I haven't read it all through yet because Jim's just sent it to me. But if I put it in the chat, would you be interested? Is that okay to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't want to step on your toes.
Yeah.
Well,
And
we
I
think you have
think
we
also
think you have a little bit of experience in contests, Mish.
Just a bit. I'm
I
always
think
Zoom master as well.
Obviously, we can refer back to when we were through COVID, and there was a lot of things around that. With the online speech contests, I think one of the things is we have to bear in mind that people can lose connection, and you need backup chief judge, backup contest chair, a couple of judges spare just in case, and all of that. But also this year, if you read the rule book, speech contest rule book, page 21, but if you look on page 22, it gives you a little bit more detail into how much time is allowed for when a contestant loses contact, and it is anything up to 10 minutes. And that has to be negotiated prior to the contest between the chief judge and the contest chair, how much time they're going to allow people to reconnect, or if they feel there's a problem with their audio or visual, the contest must be stopped and given them that appropriate time. And personally, I think we need to give them as much time as possible. We're not going to try and say, well, you've got 2 minutes when we can allow them 10. So please just bear that in mind, that you can be flexible up to 10 minutes with that rule. And
one more thing, Liz, sorry.
Yeah.
My Zoom account is paid for. If it's not, you're very limited on time.
Your Zoom account is paid for?
Yes, we have an unlimited time.
Oh, yeah. Unlimited time, yeah.
So private account has only got 40 minutes, so just be really aware of that, because you can just...
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, if you're looking at you just need to ensure that you're giving the contestants the best possible go at the end of the day. But that's why it needs, if you contest chair and your chief judge think, oh, we'll give them 5 minutes, that's fine. If they want to give them 10, that's fine. But that must be negotiated beforehand, and you must communicate clearly with each other during the speech contest, whether it's through a WhatsApp, and how you collate your information. How do you know the contests are ready to go? How do you know that your Zoom team are ready to go? All of that has to be communicated, and generally through a little bit of a WhatsApp group. And we'll go through to Nathan. He's got his hand up there. Nathan, do you have a question for us?
Yeah, I did. Well, yes, but I think it's more about the journey that you're on and where you're going. All of the documentation that I've seen so far is very much designed to be printed and written on. I wondered whether there's a plan to move things more online, so that we can send out online forms for people to fill out and then work through an online book instead.
Well, they're all fillable online. There's all fillable PDFs now.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Yeah, they're all fillable. So if you download the latest versions, if you have versions still on your PC from 2 or 3 years ago, they won't be. But certainly since last year, virtually everything is fillable online.
I might be downloading.
And that's somebody, Marion and Mahoney, can judges use WhatsApp to send a picture of the score? Absolutely. So a lot of people, again, they can fill in their scores online, take a screenshot and send that through WhatsApp. And yeah, and that's actually covered in the rule book as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And if you've, just go down, like Peter said, and download the latest versions, 2025, 26 versions of everything. And certainly one of the things as the contest chair, my passion is to have the notification of winners forms in from the divisions to districts, so that we can see it's all fillable online form that you put in your list of winners down. Not just 1, 2, 3, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not that. I mean, to be honest, the most you're going to have is 5 at your level, because you've 4 to 5 areas within each division. So at least 5 contestants, if not 6, on the notification. But yeah, for sure, everything is online. And if you have any issue with that, then please do contact us, and we'll.
No, thank you. I'll try again. I think I must have been downloading the wrong form. It shows my technical incompetence, because my second question is my hand.
Thank you so much. See, Therese Rhodes, you have a question up there.
Yes, whereabouts is that paperwork found on for the filling in online? Where is it found?
So on the Toastmasters International site, if you go in, when you first sign in to Toastmasters International,
Yeah,
in the top right-hand corner, there is a search box.
yeah,
And all you have to do is type in, I mean, I've got loads of numbers, but you type in, for example, notification of winners form.
yeah.
That will find it, and that's, you download that, or the online speech contest judges form, profile speakers profile form, all of it. So just whatever you need, go to Toastmasters International website at top right hand corner, type in what you want, and it should generate the form that you require.
Lovely. Okay, then there was another question, but I've forgotten it. So
All right, never mind. If it comes back to you, let me know. Mish, go on, you have another question.
you.
Did you have another question, Mish? No? All right. So basically what we're looking at is to ensure that everyone is running their contests to the best. And of course, when we look at area and above, we're looking at making sure that you are able to have the resources you require. So, and understand that there are a number of areas that have only perhaps got one contestant or two, which Peter mentioned earlier on. If that is the case, we could perhaps look at running, just say we've got 10 areas that have only got one contestant in each, that we could run those 10 areas contests in one single platform, and where we would provide, you would have the same officials doing each one. So you've got, say, area 1 to 10, they've all got just one contestant. They come in onto a platform, and the judges would judge each one independently, score them independently, and then as long as they've not timed out, or they've not their eligibility is right, they haven't timed out, they haven't spoke for more than 25% of all of that, then they should be good to go through to your division. So if that's something that is going to work for each of you, or for people who have only got one contestant, then if you can contact us at the contest team, we can look at how we can set up from the Zoom perspective. We can look at seeing if the district will provide a Zoom support platform in order to get your contests going. Does that
I'll just answer Patricia's query there. She says, an area with 4 clubs, only one contestant goes through, there are no second places. That is correct. That always has to be sanctioned by the DEC at the beginning of the season anyway. But it was said this year that even if there were only 3 clubs in an area, or 3 clubs in an area, which there aren't, and there's only one that goes from club to area, only one goes from area to division, and only one goes from division to district.
Yeah,
and that's in every contest.
Yeah. So when we're looking at the moment is the online contest, and obviously from area level and above, it must be held on Zoom. And if you just have one contestant, you must hold a contest. So it's those areas that have only got one contestant going through, we can look at combining into a platform. If you can let us know, we will help you with that. What else was there? There is, Teresa, you have your hand up again. Do you have another question? Or?
Yes, I remembered what I was going to say.
Oh, good.
In previous contests, there's been a discrepancy about what places are announced. In the fact to say, like, we had 4 contestants. In the past, we would only announce the first 2 because it was said that no one is supposed to be the last. Is that still the same with this one? Do we have to do 1, 2, 3, or what?
Yeah, that changed quite a little while ago, where even if you have 3 contestants, you go 3, 2,
There are
1.
4 contestants, yeah.
4 contestants, 3, 2, 1.
So you still 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you've
Yeah.
3 contestants, it's 3, 2, 1. You must announce all of the places from 3, 2, 1. So yeah, it is tricky, because when you're trying to announce, especially if you've got 4, you say the third, you say the second. At least there's still 2 of them waiting to be announced who wins.
Yeah.
When you've got 3 contestants, you say the third place, the second place, and of course the person left has won. But that is actually now in the rule book, that you must announce third, second, and third winners.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I see a question here from Con Moore. Who should have admin privilege in Zoom? Only the contest chair. What do you mean, Carl? What do you mean by admin privileges, please? Are you there?
Assume allowing people in the room and silencing people. You'd have a Zoom master. I'd always say have a Zoom master totally independent of the contest chair and chief judge. And I would normally have a Zoom master and contest chair as having the co-host and chief judge if you wish to. So I go Zoom master, contest chair, and chief judge as being the co-hosts.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you mean, Con? Are you there? Okay. Yeah, I mean, basically the Zoom master would be, I mean, they all have to work together. That's the thing. It's a team effort, and each of them need to work together to understand. But your Zoom master, as Peter said, would normally be admitting people and doing the rooms and things like that. Okay, yeah, that's it. Gina, you have your hand up again? Yeah.
Does anybody usually give out any sort of prizes for first place, or any trophies or anything like that? Or is that just up to area managers or area directors?
Well, in my experience, normally even at club level, you want to accolade people who have achieved. So I think personally that at any level, whether it's club, area, division, district, that some sort of award should be given to your first, second, and third place winners, whether it's a certificate of achievement or a small keepsake, paperweight, something like that. It's perfectly fine. And to have your certificates for second and third. Obviously on Zoom, that's not such a tricky thing. You can have, Zoom can be made to present in Canva, or people who can do certificates can show them on the Zoom when you've the first, second, and third place, and do a trophy, things like that. In person, having hard copies of the participation certificates for each member, your second, third, second, and first placed, and also a little memento for them to keep. And perhaps an area perpetual, certainly at division, there should be perpetual awards and shields for each of the contests, and each of their 1, 2, 3 should perhaps be going away with their first, second, and third trophies.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there should always be a trophy or 2 there anyway. The area director can bring it down on the next area visit and just create a little presentation. I'm just looking at 2 or 3 I have here from years back. But yeah, I think people just like it. I mean, you pick up a small trophy in a trophy shop for €15. Graving might be an extra €5, and I think people just like to have that little memento of an achievement if they've won club or an area, particularly an area contest, I think, because it is a good achievement.
Yeah, clubs can, obviously do it. The area and division should be able to, trophies and that can come out from the budgets. And as long as you have to go through the TMI site, and they will do it. And it's negotiable with as you know, this year it is the division directors that hold the budget for the areas as well. So that budget needs to be discussed with the division directors in order to decide how the budget will be disseminated. and whether or not they're able to accommodate trophies and things like that. But a lot of things can be downloaded and sent electronically at the end of the meeting, but a hard, nice trophy or a memento of winning, I think, is a very good gesture, personally.
Just going back to a previous question by Jatendra, just confirming on the judges, yes, the judges definitely have to be a level 2 or
All
6
right.
speeches on the old program to be for area and above.
For area and above, yeah. Right, how are we going? Any more questions?
Yes, please. So basically, how we're going to actually get the results to the judge, from the judges to the chief judge. I haven't made your thing yet, but is it going to be on WhatsApp? Is it going to be on Google Forms, or is it going to be on chat?
Now,
Excellent.
I go if somebody is very tech, they can do a Google form, but yeah, the tried and tested way is WhatsApp groups. So I'll be area chief judge for area 28, and I'll have 5 or 6 judges. I'll have 5 or 6 WhatsApp groups, which will have the 2 counters, myself, and the individual judge. So you'll have judge 1, the 2 counters, and myself. Then another group, judge 2, the counters, and myself. Another one, judge 3, the 2 counters, myself, etc. So and that's the easiest way. Everyone uses WhatsApp. Google Forms, if it's an advanced club, yeah, fair enough, but and Google Forms can be very handy because instantaneous results. But WhatsApp with the 2 counters and an individual, and each individual judge is your fail-safe.
And that needs to be set up a week in advance at least, probably.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days. I also recommend just email briefing can be very good. Email briefings and then a quick briefing just before the meeting. The email briefing will set out the rules in terms of timing for breakages if you lose connection. The same with the judges, an email briefing and a quick 2-3 minutes beforehand if you've got any questions.
You know, I think also it's really what the chief judge would asks for their judges to respond to. But I think what Peter is saying is perhaps the easiest way: set up the WhatsApp groups, much easier than anything.
And then just delete them afterwards.
Delete it afterwards, yeah. And then they can put in their 1, 2, 3 or take a photo of the ballot. As long, whichever way, it's you have to try and keep it simple in a sense, for sure.
Yeah, so they don't have to send in a photo. They can literally put in 1, 2, 3 because it's directly from their number.
Yeah,
so it's acceptable.
Yeah. That's their signature, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else? Anybody? I think what we have then, if Gina doesn't mind, we'll have the link into the contest team's Q&As, which will pop up in the chat in a minute, and that gives you a link into the information about contests, how to run them, also the forms that you might need, any questions. It sort of takes you through can I do this, can I do that? So please do have a look at it, and if there's anything you're unclear about, get in contact with us and we'll be quite happy to clarify. But
Mark, do you have a question? Or
yes, I do.
Yes.
If I may, can I just ask for clarification from the contest chair, Liz? My understanding is that purchase of trophies, comes under contest costs and is not allowed from divisional area budgets.
No, it is covered in the division and area, so it is covered in the division budget, but you need to, because now so your division director now holds the budget for the areas. So when you have your council meeting, you need to decide how that budget's going to be disseminated. But certainly trophies purchased from Toastmasters International comes under the budget guideline.
Okay, well, thank you for that clarification.
Yeah, no problem.
But they don't
But
have to be purchased from Toastmasters International.
they don't, but if you purchase them from anywhere else, they need to make sure that they have the authority to use the Toastmasters logo.
And how long do they take to get here from Toastmasters International?
Or from international, well, depends how busy they are, I think. There's also, is it in India? Is it the India one? We'll have an outlet in India that will, or they're slightly cheaper, I think.
Right.
That's an official outlet for TMI. I'll try and get that to you now.
Thank you. And do we know how long that takes? Or
no, I have no idea. I have not purchased anything from TMI.
And can you just purchase odd things, or do you have to have a bulk purchase? Do you know?
Well, the more, obviously, if you can get things in bulk, because they charge for shipping and tax.
Right.
So if you're just going to buy one or two things, then basically it'll cost you a lot more. If you've got if I was a division director and I have 4 areas, I would be looking at my 4 areas and what we want and doing it in bulk.
Yeah.
And it can take quite a few weeks. I think for now, for the online contest, we're probably not got enough time, but that doesn't mean to say you can't purchase a trophy or something for the winner and send it later. But for the in-person ones, which are happening later in the year into the new year, then there's plenty of time to purchase if it's agreed by your division council, your council.
Thank you.
On that expenditure.
Got the link here, so that's good.
Yeah. Nathan, you have another question?
Sorry, another basic question, I'm afraid. I've been asked the question, in a humorous contest, can a topic be non-humorous? Which seems to be against the point, but I thought I would ask the question anyway.
It does say that there has to be an element of humour in the humorous contest. And look at the criteria, would say, I mean, it's all about the structure of the speech, the transition, the clarity. However, it's not laugh a minute, it's not a one-liner joke session, but it needs to be at least funny in parts.
Yes. Yeah, I think, well, if you look at the judges' ballot, even though there's no humorous contest this year, but I think about 30% of the marks are for the content. And then when you read the references, the humor is in that part of it. So 30% of it comes in on the content, and it's up to the judges. I mean, what one judge finds funny and the judge may not.
We're all fickle judges, fickle. Yeah. But yeah, for sure, we're not running the humorous contest this year, but that doesn't mean you can't do a funny speech, because we have 2 open contests. One is the online one, 5 to 7 minutes on any subject. Can be funny, can be emotional, poignant, or a purpose, and it's the same with the international speech contest. It's the same.
And in any case, I always say every speech has to have some sort of humor in it.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
give a laugh.
Yeah,
No,
thank you.
And anything from anyone? Okay, so I think basically then at the moment the online speech contest at area level to be run online, whether you have 1 contestant or 4, 5, and the guidelines for that in the speech contest rulebook, page 21, 22, 23. We are asking for areas to complete by at least the end of October the 25th, and then your divisions by November 9th. And the online district contest will take place. Flipping heck, have we got a fire?
Just one question there. Someone saying
I'm being locked in. There's a fire out there and I'm being locked in.
Somebody says in Ireland is a customs duty as well as tax for items from TI. General import rules apply if for the EU, for any place in the EU, if it exceeds €150 between the cost of the goods and the shipping costs. Duty is added. Now duty is usually 4 or 5%, so it's not major, but VAT is always added for anything over €22. So you will have VAT upon point of entry. So you're looking at about 23%. So if something's costing €100, expect to pay the post about €30, including VAT and processing fee.
Cool. And then of course next year, well, either late this year, clubs can, of course, run their in-person contests at any time, and the same rules apply. They can do a speakerthon, they can do a nomination night. However, it would be awesome that clubs do run contests to get that experience of how to judge and how to time and all the rules that go around it. But we're asking areas to complete by February, March, and the divisions by April the 12th, 2026. And then the district will, of course, be held in Ireland between the 9th and the 11th of May. So hopefully we'll see you all in Ireland for all those wonderful in-person contests. And if you've any questions further, then please contact us at the contest team. Therese, sorry, you have your hand up again?
Yes,
Yep.
one thing. The district online contest, is that going to be before Christmas, or when's the district online contest?
November 29th. November 29th. It's Saturday, the 29th of November.
10
And
a.m.
it's going to be starting around 9 a.m.
I see. That's the district one. And all the
That's
other
the
ones
district.
go to the district in Ireland.
No, the online will start there.
Online is online.
Yeah, that's the online one.
Yeah.
And then the in-person contests, which are the the topics, evaluation and international.
Yes.
The in-person ones. Then that the district finals will be held in Ireland between May 9th and 11th, 2026.
Now then, the topics contest, does that have to be online or in person?
No, in person.
Yeah, so all other contests are in person.
All of the contests, the topics, the evaluation and the international are in person from area level. If you're an online club or a hybrid club, then you can run your contest online or in hybrid.
I see.
But from area and above, it'll be in person. And we're asking that areas run all 3 contests in one session and have education sessions and things, and the same with the division. One contest.
The advantage for that is that you can have judges from the evaluation contest to participate in the topics. So you'll have a lot more people there to officiate, but also you only have a single cost. You know, if you're having it in a hotel is going to charge you the same whether you're there for 2 hours or 4 hours. And then it also means people only traveling to one area contest or one division contest, so you will probably get a bigger crowd as well. So and that makes it easier to get your judges, your counters, and all the other officials for each contest. And it gives a nice the Chancellor will take 4 hours, including a break. It just gives people a day out as well. So
lovely. Thank you very much for answering the question. Thank you.
No problem. It's what we're here for. And Nathan, do you have a question or? Oh no, you just got your camera on.
No, sorry, yeah, thanks.
You can have a question if you want, it's fine. All right, I think, well, we have 10 minutes if anybody has anything else to ask. Cool. All right, well, I look forward to receiving, if there's any division directors in the room, the notification of winners form from your division contest up to the contest team. I'll be sending out an email very soon with the email address again. And we already have the dates for most of the division contests in, I think maybe 1 or 2 we're still waiting for. And yeah, so as I say, we'll be in touch from the contest team, from myself certainly asking for the notification, and then of course we just verify that your contestants have been fully paid up members for this time round. And of course for the international speech contest only, they do need to be a level 2 pathway. So plenty time to get your members up to scratch for a level 2 pathway, practice their speeches through your clubs over the next few months. Wow. Anything else there to add, or Peter?
No, I think all the questions have been answered.
Yeah,
and,
awesome. Got no more questions? We must be too good. I think that's it.
Many thanks.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem.
Well,
Thank
look,
you.
everyone has shared so much tonight. I really appreciate it. And to everyone who's put information into the chat, there's links in there to the Indian Toastmasters
That's
warehouse.
great. Thank you.
And I mean, tell members or even a club members, don't be afraid to ask the simplest of questions, because while we've been doing online contests for many years, some people are very new to it and they'll go, you know, what can we do here? What can we do? Tell them to ask any question, whatever, we can answer them fairly quickly.
Yeah, Toastmasters International, well before COVID, we had online contests, usually in undistricted clubs who did a video online thing. And that was a huge thing across the world. And then during COVID, everything was online. And of course, now we've come back. Some clubs are hybrid, some clubs are online. It's interesting from a club perspective that you can nominate or do a speakathon, whether you're an online club, a hybrid club, or an in-person club. You do the best you can to get your person through to the next level. The area level is where the rule book really kicks in. And all we say is, don't call it a contest unless you've got a chief judge and a contest chair in your room. Speech night, speechathon, have 10 speakers. Get your pathways up to date. Get 10 people in to do all their pathways and do round robin evaluations. Wonderful. So many.
Some people do ask why an online contest. Well, yeah, so many things are happening on Zoom. So many meetings happen on Zoom. I meet suppliers on Zoom. I don't go to trade shows anymore. So people want to get that experience. They want to do something different and they want to see how they present themselves online, and that's the whole idea of this contest. So when you do, there is an online speech contest ballot. It is slightly different to the other ballots, so there is a lot there that talks about the language and the delivery. So the delivery actually is 30 points. So the delivery is what you see on screen. So that is a very important part of the balloting and the judging of the contest.
Yeah.
I would like to say I think a visual would be very helpful of who is to contact whom and who they then are to pass it on to. I think a visual, you know, a little chart of, you know, the judge sends the counter sends it to, the judge sends it to the counter sends it to, you know.
Oh, okay.
That kind of a visual would be very helpful.
So you mean when online, so you want to get the ballots from the counters to the chief judge type of thing?
To the judges, to the chief judge, like that's what's confusing when you're reading it. You have to sort of make out a list of who gives what to whom, because there's all kinds of to's and fro's, which are fair enough, but a clear, I think just a clear visual would be really helpful, is that, you know, the judge votes and what happens next, you know, that and an arrow to the next person and an arrow to the next person, and you know, each person having an arrow to the people they're dealing with. It would just be a clear, a visual would be
that's
really helpful.
So we create a flow chart.
Flow chart.
So flow chart will just so I'll create something that will include a flow chart of the judging system that we've used for many times, which is create WhatsApp groups. So I'll create I'll do something that will be.
I think that would be very helpful, because it can get a bit confusing.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean it's all around. Yeah, I get what you mean. So
I can, because you'll have judge. Yeah, so I can see what they mean is how do you get the votes over, and because we've done it so many times, it's we know how to do it, but if you've never done it before, it's how do you do it, and it's will I do something wrong? So
it is who sees it, like you've been saying, who sees it, who doesn't see it, who, that sort of thing. So like a clear visual would really be helpful. Thank you.
I think in essence, Marion, if you were in a room in an in-person meeting and the judges fill the ballot in, they rip the bottom part of the ballot and they hold it up, and the ballot counter takes it. And
well, online, yes, but what I'm saying is you're comparing it to a meeting somebody's been at. Maybe somebody's not been at a competition before.
Well, that's where, when you have your chief judge, they would be instructing. So your chief judge needs to be somebody who understands how to do it.
Well, these are all the ifs and buts. That's why I'm saying that if we had a flow chart, in case our chief judge, you know, I've been at a competition where the chief judge didn't give any instructions. So like, you know, just one chart would give everybody a fair
I think
run.
that's
at it.
great. I think that's a really good point, and I'm sure that the team can have a look at putting something in, added into the information we have.
Would be great.
But it is around the chief judge understanding their role and
Mhm.
instructing their ballots and the judges how to do it as
Mhm.
well. But it is a good point, and I think, as Peter said, we can have a look at adding that.
What club are you in, Marion?
Bishopstown.
Bishopstown. I'll find your details and I'll email it to you directly, but I'll also put it into the contest pack.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you very much indeed, everyone. If there are no more questions, then perhaps we can close the meeting. I'd love a flowchart.
Excellent.
Oh, hey, you set something off there, Marion. I'll have to get flowchart and everything going now, Peter. Get Bob onto it.
Well, we'll definitely get onto the contest pack.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
No
very
worries.
much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
honestly,
Thank you very much.
All information is greatly received, because all we can do is help improve what we're doing and help improve everybody at the level, ground level and above. All right, so it's great. Thank you so much for coming
Yes.
along tonight. I hope
Thank you.
somebody has taken things home. And any questions, please do email us or look at the. Did you put it back in there, Georgina, one last time, just for the contest
Yes,
website?
I can do.
Thank you so much. And go in there. It's got our email on there, contest team email, and you can ask questions there. So thank you, everyone. It's great.
Thanks.
And I think we're just about wrapped up. It's a wrap, Peter.
Thank you very much.